So, there are two types of carriers that I really enjoy for the newborn stage, and that is the ring sling and the mai tai, or mai tai, however you want to pronounce that. So I'm going to do a video on how to put a newborn in each of those carriers and how to easily nurse them. So I'm going to start with the mai tai, and my little guy is sleeping, so I'm going to try to keep him asleep through all of this. So my mai tai or mai tai, I had this custom made for me from a friend who has Rumble Bum diapers, and I was her first carrier that she made, and it has worked great. So this is what it looks like, and the flat bottom here is going to go around your waist, and so you'll flip it upside down so that the curved part is at the bottom, and you'll put this way around your belly, and I like it mid-waist or so so I can keep him high. And I do a nice tight knot here. I'm a pretty petite person, and I found that the buckle carriers sometimes are hard to fit because I'm thinner and I'm short. I am 5'2" and less than 100 pounds. And I love the Ergo and I love the Tula, but I can't ever quite get it just right. And so I like wrapping, I like ring slings, and I like mai tais because you can get them right to your size. So if you're a petite person like I am, I highly recommend any of those carriers. So you have it like this, and then you grab the baby, and you're gonna put him up on your shoulder like this, and I bunch it to get it between his legs because he's still a little bit froggy like a newborn. He's 7 weeks. And then I just kind of keep his head about that there, and I hold it like this, put the straps over, and then I'm going to grab a hold of the straps and hold it out so that it keeps him up and safe. And then you jiggle at him and get him adjusted the way that you want. And he is a little bit crooked there, so I'm gonna, there we go. Now, there's multiple ways that you can do this. Make sure that when you grab them that you cross them in the back, then pull around to the front, and you can tie like this, and you'll double knot it. I've heard bad things that can affect the curve of their spine. That's personal choice, whatever you want to do. Or you can go under the butt and cross, and then grab under the foot and under the foot, and then you would tie in the back. Regular mai tais are long enough to do that. I had mine custom made to where my straps were shorter. It was my personal preference that way. I didn't like the strings to go way out. So what I do, I tie right under the butt and I do a square knot. This is funny doing it backwards on a video. And so it's tied across his legs and he feels secure. There's a lot of controversy over baby wearing safety, and I'm a firm believer that if the baby is happy and mommy's happy, it's fine. Natural instinct will take over. If you felt like your baby was loose or it was going to fall, you're going to catch your baby. Back wearing is kind of a different story. You do need to be safe with that. But if they're up here in the front, typically you're going to be fine. I really believe that mother's instinct is not going to let you drop your baby. I personally have yet to hear of a story of a baby falling through a carrier. I'm sure that it's happened, but you know, bad things happen with everything. So as long as you're keeping an eye on your baby, he's close enough to kiss, and you feel secure, then you're probably doing just fine. People have been wearing their babies from the beginning of time. and all over the world, and they don't take classes, they don't buy special carriers, they wrap them with what they have. So, like I said, if you're happy and baby's happy, then you're probably just fine. So this is a normal carry. It's not perfect by any means. And this is a little bit high for him because he's still newborn, and I like to tuck it in personally. So to nurse in this, what I do, because we do a lot of hiking and walking in this carrier, I loosen this, and I let go of the straps a little bit, and jiggle him down until he's, where I want him to be. Then I retie it, and then you are able to pull out, and I kind of droop him forward like this, and then he's asleep. So I droop him forward, pull my boob out, let him nurse, and I can walk and nurse him. And then when you're done, slide back up, and then retie, and that's it. This is probably the easiest carrier to nurse in from my experience. So that is him in the Mai Tai. And then to undo it, when you tie, you make sure and hold his back, and then undo this one with your other hand. And this one has a really easy transfer. You can just lay him just like this. Okay, now this is my ring sling. This one is made, I got this off Etsy for around $40. I'm thrifty, so I like to go cheaper, but I love the mushroom print. I believe that this was made by the Milk Boutique on Etsy, so definitely check them out because they have good prices and cute carriers. So, the ring sling. What you do is you take the rings and you put this in the middle so that it's facing the rings. Slide it through, and then take the rings like this and put it in this one so that it creates the knot that you need, so that it can look like that. And what you'll do, you don't want the pleats to be overlapped very much because it will make it to where you can't slide the string. So you'll take it like this, and you'll kind of work it through your fingers and bunch it. And then you get a nice scrunched look like that. And then you'll work it through so that it looks like this. Then you take your hands like this. So you have the ring like this, and depending on what shoulder you want it on, you want the ring go like this, and you want the ring about here on your shoulder. So then you have a nice seat to make right here, and then this flows down. So then what you do is you take the baby again, and you will place him on your shoulder like this. And you reach underneath like this, and you slide him through over his butt. And we'll do that. Then you take this part and you will tuck it under his butt, and you pull through to make a nice hefty seat there. And then, if you need to get the ring up higher, you pull from the opposite side like this, and then move it back up. So then you have a nice seat like this, and you take it strand by strand. So I start with the top, and I pull from like this, and you pull out, not down. So out, then you grab here, so you get a nice even pull. And then when you pull the bottom, that's going to lift him up as high as you're wanting him. So you keep this over your shoulder. Now my ring has gone down a little far, so this isn't perfect, but this will help you know what to do. And then you just adjust rail by rail until you get a nice squished little fit on him. So he wants to be nice and tight, close enough to kiss, and to where he can breathe nicely. Oh. So, the best part part about the ring sling, you can slip this over their head and it will keep them nice and secure. Or you can roll a washcloth like this. Roll a washcloth like this and tuck it under, and it makes a nice little seat there. And when you nurse, you can use this as a nursing cover if you're more modest. And mine comes with a little pocket, so I can keep my cell phone or card or whatever it is that I need in there. And you just kind of flop it over like that. And if you don't like all this fabric hanging down, you can go through here and pull. You do this a couple of times, and you create a nice little knot there. And then, yeah, usually tucks under, but that keeps the fabric out of the way so that it's not hanging everywhere. I don't normally do that because it takes a lot of work, and I'd like everyone to see my little mushrooms, so I just don't worry about it. So to nurse in the ring sling, let me take this out. You take this ring right here, and you pull, and you loosen and jiggle, and then you can go ahead and just nurse him like that. And like I said, you can cover yourself just like this. Or not. I encourage moms to nurse without covering because I believe in normalizing breastfeeding. And the more that people see it, the more that they're used to it, and it's not a shock. But if, it's personal preference. If you prefer to cover yourself, it's whatever gets that baby fed. So he can go ahead and nurse like this. You can support his head however you want, and then when he's done, you kind of prop him up again, and you pull. So this again is another easy one to nurse in. So those are the two carriers that I use newborn with, and remember you do want this ring usually about here, but it's wherever it's comfortable. If you do the shoulder like this and spread out, it's a lot more comfortable. If you have it like this, it's going to cause a lot more shoulder pain. So it is best to spread that out so that it's nice and even across your back. To get him out, you just pull, and you can pull it all the way out and then transfer him, but I like to keep the ring in place so it's a lot quicker the next time I want to wear him. So I just pull him out like this. And then pull off. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, or if you have any advice for me, go ahead and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. And again, my Mai Tai was a custom rumble bums, and my ring sling was a milk boutique, so make sure to check out those shops either on Facebook or Etsy. Thank you.